Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Today's video, I am basically teaching you guys a very natural makeup look. I've had a lot of people just request something a little bit more on the natural side, something that you can pretty much just do every day. So I wanted to show you guys the most basic makeup that I would do to look like a human being. Now this is not my no makeup look. This is just my natural makeup look. So there's still quite the amount of product. But if you guys would like to see my no makeup look, which is probably a lot less product than this, let me know. I can show you guys that too. Or maybe I'll do like an IG story, just comment down below. But if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on right. So step number one, when you're trying to just make your makeup look a little more natural, is obviously skincare. I already showered this morning. Oh my god, it's being crazy. And I also put my serum, moisturizer, eye cream, and sunblock on. So I already have all that on my face from when I came out the shower this morning. I'm not going to apply any on camera. If you guys want to know which products I use, it is in my beauty favorites video, so I will link that down below so that you guys can see it. Obviously, step number one is primer. Now, when I'm trying to do a natural makeup look, I go more for like a dewy look, just because I feel like it looks more nourishing, like your skin just looks more wholesome, it looks more luminous. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. So using the Laura Mercier primer, I put that on the outsides of my face, and then whatever's left, I pat it on the center. So it just gives me kind of like a little glow. So I like that. And then using my Soft Pore Balm primer by Botanic Farm, I'm going to fill in my pores that are more on the center of my face, so more on my T-zone. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Press it in. And so typically when I'm doing a look that has more eyeshadow, more crazy colors, I would be doing my eyes and brows first. But since this is more of a no makeup look or natural makeup look, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the face done first. I'm not gonna do much on the eyes, you guys are gonna see. But I'll give you guys a few options along the way, whether you want it to be a little bit more or a little bit less, I can teach you guys. Something that makes your skin look really natural is obviously an even base. So I'm just gonna put my hair behind my ears. And this is the Hourglass foundation stick. I use this a lot. I love the finish. I love the coverage. Now, I do think that this color is currently just a little bit too dark for me. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. This one is a little bit lighter, so I hope that it can help balance things out. And when you want your makeup to look really natural, a huge part of it is the application process. So make sure that you are taking your time blending. Okay, so first I'm gonna go ahead and blend this all out with this Y6 by Morphe, and then I'm gonna go with a damp beauty blender, or actually face sponge. This is the Real Technique one. This is the one that I use. It's way cheaper, super effective. No need to pay $20 for a sponge. Okay, those days are over, honey. Okay, over. And they need to stop charging that much, because that is, honestly, look at all the competition out there. There's sponges that are so good for so cheap. Like, why would anyone keep paying for the beauty blenders? No entiendo. Going in with my beauty blender, pressing it in a little bit further. And take your time. Go over it over and over again. Just keep lightly pushing it into the skin. And then when I look really closely, it doesn't look like I'm wearing foundation. It sinks into the skin. And that's kind of what you want to do. And that's what blending does. So take your time. Application is key. And please don't mind my bushy ass brows. I haven't gone to get them done. I'm kind of letting this one grow out because it's doing something weird that I don't like. Next is going to be concealing. So I apply my Shape Tape or whatever concealer it is that you use. I only put a little bit under the eyes, and then I'll cover whatever dark spots I have that just need a little bit more help, because God knows that I need help. Blend that out using your beauty blender. I like to start from the outside of the edges and work my way in. And this is where your face really starts to transform. Once those dark circles are covered, girl. And then I bring it up onto the eyelid because I have hyperpigmentation there as well. Lightly tapping it on those little areas you want to conceal. I want just a little bit more brightness on the inner corner, so I'm using a little bit of the Instant Age Rewind in Ivory, and I'm just putting the smallest amount right at the inner corners, blending that out. And it just brightens up a little. So I do have a different routine for like a no makeup day. If you guys want to see the difference between the two, let me know. I can film that for you as well. That's just for like a day that I need to be out of the house in, you know, like 10-15 minutes and look like a human being. So let me know if you want to see that. I can show you that. And I don't know if you guys realize, I've literally just kept blending my whole face over and over and over again. The more you blend, the more natural things look. Next is powder. So whichever translucent powder you have, I suggest going in with a puff. Today I'm using the Hourglass. I also use the Coty Airspun as well as the Laura Mercier Translucent. I have a few, but those three tend to be my favorite ones. Now, before you put any type of powder on your under eyes, make sure that you get rid of any creases that might have been formed. I do one eye at a time. Once the crease has been removed, I grab my little powder puff and I apply the powder. I go from the outside of the eye in. And then I kind of just let it come down. I'm not applying pressure, I'm simply tapping. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Remove the creases. Make sure you have an even under eye. And then apply your powder. I don't use a lot of powder because I would rather my skin look healthy and more natural. But then what I do is I'll just grab the puff and I'll just press it onto the rest of the face. Make sure you put a little bit on the smile lines, especially if you're like me, you're very expressive. For some reason, my foundation likes to have like a convention in my smile line. But today, the convention center is closed. Okay? I'm just kidding, it's probably still gonna come through. I only do my best. Maybe one day I'll get further. Using a fluffy brush, you're gonna go ahead and wipe away all of that excess powder. You can drag the rest onto the bottom portion of your face. So now you have an even base and it's all locked in. Now we're going to add a little bit of dimension. No crazy contour, nothing like that. Just a little bit of bronzing to warm up the skin. Today we're using the Butter Bronzer. I believe this is the, what shade is this? I don't even know, it just says bronzer. I'm using my Jaclyn Hill Big Bronzer blush that she raves about. And we're just gonna warm up the face. Lightly, this smells so good. I don't have a lot of texture on my cheeks. I have a little bit right here, but when you wanna have like a natural looking blush, Milani's Luminoso is really good for that. It just has kind of like a little sheen. I just like it, okay? So I'm gonna use Milani's Luminoso. Just place that right here on the apples of the cheeks. Oh, I forgot to contour the nose, but it's nothing different than what I normally do. It's the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in Medium Deep with the Morphe B13 brush. I just do a quick little contour right here. Nothing too intense. Oh, that's it. After all these powders have been applied to your face, now you're going to apply some setting spray so that all the products melt together. Once you've done that, press everything in using your beauty blender. And now we're gonna do highlight. Now the highlight that I own that looks the most natural is the Amrezy and ABH highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that using a fluffy brush. This is a BH Studio Pro number 18 brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm just gonna apply a little bit right here. Nothing too blinding. We want our makeup to look natural today. I'm not trying to cause a car accident. So right here, just a little bit to give your skin a healthy glow. That's what I like about this highlight. You can either make it blinding to the gods, or you can make it a subtle, natural highlight. A little bit on the nose. Cupid's bow. And right here on the chin. So very, very little. The face is done. For the brows, I have pretty full brows. So whenever I'm doing like a natural makeup look day, all I pretty much do is maybe I'll grab a little bit of pencil and I'll just fill in the spots that look a little sparse. So I'll just drag it through like this. I won't do any more than that. And then I grab a clear brow gel and I make sure that they stay put. So this is my favorite brow, in case you couldn't tell, because it just cooperates at all times. This is my problematic brow that I'm letting grow out currently because I don't know what the hell she's thinking. When it comes to the eyes, I'll just grab like a little neutral palette. Maybe this one's a little bit warmer. This is the Sassy Siennas by Dose of Colors. And it just has some really, cute colors in there. I'm only gonna grab one color. I think it's gonna be this center one. It's called Foxy, right here. And with a fluffy brush, I like to use my E40 just because it's the best for crease colors. Tap off any excess. Oh God, I have some creases. Look at these creases. There's creases everywhere. Remove those creases. And literally just one color, I'm just gonna swipe it all in my lid, back and forth. And I will not do anything else. No inner corner highlight, no brow highlight, nothing. I just wanna bring back some dimension to my face, but I don't wanna start adding extra stuff to my eye, and then before you know it, we have like a freaking smoky glitter liner eye look, which tends to happen a lot. The next step is going to be lashes. So there's two things you can do. You can either just wear mascara if you have nice lashes, which I don't have nice lashes, but sometimes I just wear mascara if I'm having a good mascara day. So go ahead and curl your lashes. And then I'm gonna use the Monsieur Big mascara by Lancome. That's pretty much the only mascara that makes me look like I have lashes. So I like to use that one because, girl, these lashes are a tragedy. Let me tell you, tragic. You see, it makes me look like I have something when in reality, I got nothing. I'm like, oh my God, who is that girl with the lashes? Who the fuck is she? So you can leave them like this, or you can look for natural lashes. So I have two favorites that I like from the drugstore. It's either gonna be the Demi Wispies from Ardell that you can purchase at CVS or Walgreens or whatever drugstore that's near you, or these are the Kiss Look So Natural Natural Effects. They look super natural, just have to make sure that you cut them to your size and obviously place them properly. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips first, and then I'll apply this at the end so that you guys can kind of see the difference from now with just mascara to later when I have the lashes on. For lips, I like to keep it really simple when I'm doing just a natural everyday look. This is Milani's All Natural Lip Liner. Just go ahead and line your lips, or just whatever color suits you. Go ahead and fill your lips in just a little bit. Nothing crazy. And then I will slap on a gloss. So either the Fenty Beauty one, any of the Dose of Color and Katie ones. I have over the top here, so I'm just gonna put this on. Boom, done. So let's do just a tiny little bit in the lower lash line, nothing crazy, just so that it's not so bare. We can add a little dimension using that same color, Foxy. I'm gonna use the brush that comes with the palette. It's just this tiny little double-sided brush. I'm gonna press a little bit of the color into that lash line. And then for lower lash mascara, lately I've been using I have like a little sample size of the Hourglass one, just because I like the wand. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some lower lash mascara. When you're doing a natural look, the most important part is that your skin looks fresh, that your skin looks even. But I'm not wearing anything full coverage because you can still see a bunch of my texture and my scars peeking through, and that's okay. If I wanted something super glam, I probably would have gone with like a full coverage, or maybe 2 or 3 layers of foundation, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep it light. Definitely set it so that it stays throughout the day. If I did lip gloss, I feel like it would look a little too heavy, so some lip liner, some gloss on top looks good. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply the lashes so that you guys can see the difference between this type of natural and a natural look with some lashes on. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on and I'll be right back. Here's the difference. This eye has the lash on, this one does not. So this just gives you a little bit more of like a sultry look. And then another little trick, when you're putting on lashes with very minimal eyeshadow, always tight line, because it's gonna help blend the lashes better. Otherwise, it's gonna look a little more like it's sticking out. So that's a good little tip and trick. All right, and this is the finished look with both lashes on. Very simple, very clean, very even, fresh. This is my natural look. There are obviously levels to this, okay? There are certain things that you can do if you just want to go a step above. You can add a shimmer onto the center of the lid. You can obviously do inner corner and brow highlight. You can add a bold lip. There's many different things that you can do. You can add eyeliner, you can add nude liner, you could add white liner, you can deepen the outer corner. It's a lot of different variations, but this is just the most basic natural makeup look. I've had a lot of requests for this just because I know that I do have a lot of girls that, or boys, that just want to have like an everyday makeup routine that is quick, easy, and out the door. I think this in total has been about 20 minutes or so. Obviously, because I've been recording, if I would have just been doing it in my natural routine, it could be about 10 to 15 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you guys learned something. Feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section. Like this video, share, subscribe, all of the above, and I will see you guys next time. Me and Serena say goodbye.